The next video will be shocking because she will be with me. I know people talk. I know they've been watching, guessing, assuming, thinking they know what's really going on behind the scenes. Some think I moved on. Some think I stayed stuck. Some think I'm just out here alone, lost in silence, doing what I always do. But let me tell you something, they're about to see the truth. Because the next video, yeah, it's going to shock a lot of people. Not because I'm doing something wild, not because I'm making a big scene, but because she will be with me. The one they thought was just a rumor. The one they said I let go. The one they assumed would never come back. Or worse, that she never cared at all. But they didn't know the real story. They didn't see the late nights. They didn't hear the raw conversations. The phone calls full of silence and breathing and pain because words were too heavy to carry. They didn't see the way we almost walked away for good. How close we were to closing that door. Not out of hate, but out of exhaustion. But we didn't. We paused, we pulled back, and we started again. This time slower, quieter, realer. No camera, no crowd, no audience, just us. And now I'm ready to show what we built. Not for approval, not for clout, but because I'm proud. She's not just a moment. She's not just someone I talk about in coded captions or half-said messages. She's real. And she's here. So when I say the next video will be shocking, it's because some people weren't ready to see me healed, to see me happy, to see me with her. Let them watch. Let them say what they want. Because I already know the truth. This love wasn't rushed. It wasn't perfect. But it was ours. And after everything we've been through, we're still here, together. You know why this moment matters? Because it almost never happened. There were nights we didn't talk. Mornings we woke up with swollen hearts, avoiding each other like strangers in our own story. We got tired of the cycle, tired of trying, tired of hoping, tired of hurting. And honestly, I thought it was done. I had people in my ear telling me, she's gone, let it go. Telling her he's not going to change. Don't waste your love. And for a while, we listened. Not because they were right, but because we were tired of fighting alone. But here's the truth. We never said out loud back then. We never stopped caring. Even in silence, we were still thinking about each other. Even in distance, we were still hoping the other person would reach first. It just hurt to love someone deeply and still feel like maybe it won't be enough. But something changed, not overnight, not magically. It changed slowly, with effort, with space, with time. We stopped proving. We started healing. We sat down and talked like grown people. No yelling, no blaming, just truth, hard truth. Like how we both hurt each other without meaning to. How we built walls instead of bridges. How we forgot to love each other the way we needed, not just the way we knew. And in that quiet moment, with no crowd and no camera, we chose something rare to start again. Not from scratch, but from wisdom. We took what we learned, the pain, the misunderstandings, the mess, and we turned it into fuel. Not fire to burn us, but warmth to build something lasting. So now, when I say she will be with me in the next video, I don't mean it like a headline. I mean it like a promise. Like a chapter we finally get to write without the world shaping our sentences. Because she's not coming into my life as a guest anymore. She's walking in like the woman who stood through the worst of it. The one who could have walked away, but chose to wait instead. And I'm not hiding her. I'm not soft launching her. I'm not going to post half of her face or pretend we're figuring it out. No, she is the decision. the comeback. The proof that real love doesn't vanish. It just pauses long enough for two people to grow into it. So, yeah, let the next video be shocking. Let them be surprised to see her standing beside me. Let them ask how we made it work. Because the answer is simple. We never stopped wanting to, and that's what makes her different. That's why I'm not just showing her off. I'm showing her respect. I'm showing her love. I'm showing her that no matter what comes next, we're walking through it together. There's something powerful about silence. Not the kind that means you're ignoring each other, but the kind where no words are needed anymore. Where the look says everything. Where a single moment, a single glance, carries the weight of all the apologies, the forgiveness, the second chances. And that's what it feels like now. With her, peaceful, solid, real. But that didn't come easy. See, we had to unlearn so much. We had to stop loving based on what we feared, and start loving based on what we believed. We used to protect ourselves from each other. Like love was something we had to defend against. Like being too vulnerable would ruin everything. Like we had to win arguments instead of fix what was breaking. But time away does something to you. It makes you miss the things that actually matter. Not the drama, not the pride, but the softness, the comfort, the small things you never thought you'd long for. Like hearing her laugh in the middle of my bad mood, when I hadn't even realized I was starving. Like her checking if my mom was okay when I didn't even bring it up. Those little things, they stay with you. And after a while, you realize no one else loves like that. They can flirt. They can show up when life is fun and convenient. But when things get hard, when you're distant, tired, messy, unsure, most people leave. She gave space when I needed it. She waited, not with pressure, but with quiet belief that I'd find my way back. Not just to her, but to us. So when I tell people she'll be in the next video, this isn't about proving we're strong. It's not about showing off. It's about showing truth. That real love has flaws. It has fights. It has moments where everything feels like it's falling apart. But if you can hold on just a little longer, just a little tighter, you'll find that it was never breaking. It was rebuilding, brick by brick, heart by heart. That's where we are now. She's not standing beside me because it's easy. She's standing there because we chose to stand beside each other when it was hard. And people won't understand. They'll ask why we're back. They'll wonder why we didn't just move on. They'll think love is replaceable, like everything else in this world. But here's the part they'll never get. You don't replace what's rare. You protect it. You return to it. You grow with it. So the next video, it's not about shocking them. It's about reminding us that no matter how far we drifted, we still found our way back. You know what I realized the moment I decided to bring her into that frame? It wasn't about proving anything to anyone else. It wasn't about saying, look, we made it, or trying to convince the world we're some perfect couple. It was about honoring what we've survived, about letting people see that real love, the kind that gets tested, stretched, questioned, can still win, because what she and I have now, it's not the same love we started with. No, it's deeper. It's less flashy and more solid. It's quiet in the way it trusts itself, and loud in the way it refuses to give up. See, back then, we were learning each other's pain, learning how to love someone who flinches when things get too close, learning how to be patient when the other person shuts down, learning how to give without keeping score. And we failed a few times. Not because we didn't love each other, but because we were still healing things inside ourselves that had nothing to do with each other, but still affected everything. She didn't ask for a perfect version of me. She just wanted the honest one. The one who showed up and said, I'm still figuring it out, but I'm not going anywhere. And now I'm finally in a place where I can say that without fear, without pride, without needing to look over my shoulder wondering if it's too late. Because she's still here. After all the silence, after the distance, after the doubts, she's still here. And that's why I'm not hiding this love anymore. Not behind hints, not behind vague words, not behind what ifs. Because when you find someone who holds your truth in her hands and doesn't crush it, you don't keep her in the background. You bring her forward, you walk with her in the open, you look into the camera and let the world know this is her. And I'm not just loving her in private anymore. So when the next video drops and they see her beside me, I know what's coming. The questions, the curiosity, the surprise. But what they don't know is the battle behind that moment, the late nights, the almost goodbyes, the healing that had to happen before we could ever hold hands again. And I want them to see her, not as a rebound, not as a storyline, not as some second chance they think we're lucky to have, but as the one I fought for, the one who fought for me, the one who stayed when love got quiet. So yeah, the next video will be shocking, not because it's dramatic, but because it's real.